Well, hello and welcome to today's trade tracker. Today we're going to finish up with what we showed yesterday. Today is August 14th, 2025. It's 5:33 p.m. Central Standard Time. And let's just jump right into it. This is the Apex multiple time frame breakout strategy. This is the strategy geared towards day traders. Um, we trade about twice a day on this particular strategy. Like I mentioned in yesterday's video, we do have their total four strategies. Another one is for scalpers, which trades about 10, 15 times a day. And then we have a couple others that trade, once or twice a week, a little bit larger term and not as many trades. So we have a little bit something for everybody. Some people just want to log in, a couple of times a week and kind of keep an eye on their positions. Some people, want one or two trades a day, and that's what they're comfortable with. And others just love being glued to the screen and having fun and trading 10, 15 times a day or within a few hours, 10, 15 trades. So, we have the whole gamut there. And so I'm going to take my time and over the next few days and weeks, and we'll hit all the strategies. There's plenty to come. They're all been performing extremely well. This one is personally my favorite. So we're just going to finish up with this one today, and then moving forward, well, we're going to be watching it real time. And hopefully down the road, you might want to keep an eye on this as you trade your funded account with Apex Trader Funding. Uh, I recommend you don't use your own money quite yet. I really, if ever, really, there's really no need for it anymore with today's technology and this whole with this whole funded trader industry that's exploded the last 3-4 years or so. There's really no reason to risk your own money. These trader funding companies are been popping up all over the place the last few years, but the gold standard is definitely Apex Trader Funding, and I don't want to get into a whole host of reasons quite yet. I might touch on that near the end of the video, but I want to get right into this trading strategy and show you how this played out. All right. Okay, this is where we left off yesterday, and this is an automated 100% rule-based strategy. Okay, there's no hoping, there's no wishing, there's no guessing, there's none of that. It's strictly execution, and it's the hardest part about trading the system is trying to keep your emotions intact. Obviously we all have emotions, and when the market starts moving around, our emotions take over. We have it's hard to restrain those and not trade based on our feelings, but it's very hard, and it's very important to do that. And that's why I have the detailed trading plan, which I'll get out to you if you want it. I have, all this is automated, it's programmed. It's just a matter of following it. And I just want to kind of walk you through this and see how this works. You don't even need to sit here and watch it all day. You can just put your entries in when we get the signal, and then put your stop losses and your profit targets because they're all fixed, and go about your day. You don't need to sit here and babysit it. Okay. So, okay, here's the trade. This trade here came in, as you can see, that blue arrow there. These are automated trading, like I said, signals that come in through my TradeStation system program. This one here came in at August 6th, 11:05 a.m. Central Standard Time, and we got a buy signal. So if you've been watching the videos the last couple of days, what do we do at a buy signal? The first thing we do, we put in all four stop losses 100 points below, which would be 245, right? We entered at 345, 245, all four stop losses go for all four contracts. Now, keep in mind, this example, or what I'm trading, and this example I'm showing to you is for micro contracts. Okay, each point is worth $2 per contract. And every tick is worth 0.25. So keep that in mind moving forward. If you have a larger accounts and you want to make more money, you can trade 8 contracts or 12 or whatever denomination you want. So for example, if you're trading 8 contracts, your profit and losses would be double this. Okay. So you can always scale up, scale down. That's not a problem. Okay. All right. So our first profit target here gets hit, excuse me, at 465 and a quarter. Second profit target gets hit at 505 and a quarter. Now, what do we do when the second profit target gets hit? Okay, you should know by now what the rules are. The rules are we move our stop loss for all 4 positions up to break even. So once target 2 gets hit with our second contract, okay, we can't lose anymore. The third and fourth are guaranteed to either be winners or break even. We can't lose. And that's one of the edges in the system is just not only the probabilities in these breakout entries and also these momentum candles that I have. These are my fusion candles, by the way. When you see green, it's a positive bullish trend, and when you see red, it's a negative bearish trend. A lot of the scalpers, they love just trading these fusion candles. I mean, you can make a lot of money, just in and out with these fusion candles, but that's not what we're talking about today. Okay, the third contract. All right. We get hit in the third contract, okay? Now, what do we do with the third contract? Well, then we move our stop losses up once again to the next level, which is target 1. So you can see that's how the staircase is evolving here, protecting our profits. Now, once the third target gets hit, what happens now? We have a runner left, the fourth one. That fourth one is a guaranteed winner. Why is it guaranteed? Because our stop loss now is 120 points to the positive. That's the worst we can do on that runner. We have a locked in winner already, took the profits at 120 points, second one 160, third one 270, whatever that adds up to be. Those are winners. Okay, times 2, because each point is worth $2. That's your USD currency profit. Okay, and now we have one more runner here, which is going to be at least a 120-point profit. Okay, so we carry it along. What happens here? We get an exit. Our stop loss is actually at 465. So if these candles came down and hit 465, we would have been out, and that would have been it on that particular trade. But what actually happened? Well, the system gave us a reversal signal. It just happened, just out of coincidence, just prior to that. So that's actually our exit. We get out on that fourth contract when we get a reversal. So now it closes out all the long positions. Now we're short 4. Okay, what's the first thing we do? Wash, rinse, repeat. Okay, if we enter here at 476, where's the stop go? Right? 576. We're going to go down now to make money. So our stop loss now is above us by 100 points. Target 1 gets hit right there. Okay, we don't move any stop losses or anything. Why? Because target 2 didn't get hit yet. Well, in this case, it never gets hit, because what happens? The market turns around, goes against us, and now look what happens. Position 2, 3, and 4 are all losers. So we have a loss here of 200, 200, 200, or a loss of $600 there, but then we have a profit of 180, right? As you can see, I'll go down here, right? That one profit target was 120 points, and then we got stopped out on 3 contracts, 300 points, right? That's 3 contracts, 100 points each. So that's 120 points difference. 180 times 2 is 360. Here's our loss. So that was that 7th trade we talked about yesterday's video where we lost money. Okay, this is the next trade. What happens now? We wait for the next breakout signal. There's our buy signal. Now all the short positions are closed out. Now what are we doing? We're going long. Going long where? At the close of the candle of the buy trigger. The buy signal is 608, right? 23, 608 and a quarter, right? You know where our stop loss goes. 508 and a quarter. All 4 go down here. What happens? Well, first target gets hit at 120. Second target gets hit at 160. All right. So what happens here when our second target gets hit? What does the trade plan strategy say? Right. We move our stop to break even right here. So now we move it along here. Okay. And there's our third target. Nothing happens. Okay. Now here's very interesting here. The way this strategy works is when we get stopped out, okay, we're stopped out here now on how many contracts? 2, right? We have the contract that was supposed to hit target 3, and we have our runner, because the first two, we already took profit here. Okay, so now we're out during here. But now look what happens. Our fusion candle, 3 things happen that cause us to get back in. And this is in the trading plan. You just haven't seen it yet in the last few trades we had. The situation hasn't occurred yet, but here's what happens. When these 3 conditions happen, we continue with the remaining 2 contracts. So what happened? Number 1, we get a green fusion candle, which we got here. That candle has to be what? Closes above the stop loss, which is here, which is what it did, and has to be in the direction of the breakout signal. So all 3 conditions were hit. We got a green candle above the stop loss that's going in the direction of the breakout here, and it's a green fusion candle. So what happens on the close of that green candle, we re-enter what was stopped out here, we get in again here, 2 contracts. That still is our stop loss. Our stop loss does not get dropped down here anywhere, or doesn't go back down here. The stop loss is right where it was, okay? So we enter here at 681, and our stop loss is still going to be 608. So it's a fairly tight stop loss in this particular example, okay? Now what happens? Price goes up, kind of waffles around, comes down. It almost tags us out here, but it doesn't, right? Our stop loss is 608.25. It gets down as low as, let's see here, it gets down to, the low there was 622, all right? Our stop loss is 608, so it did not tag us out. So we're just waiting. What happens? Look what happens here. Okay, so now we get hit. So now target 3 is a 270-point profit, right? So there's our 3rd position as a profit. Now, how about our 4th position? What happens? Well, if you've been watching the videos the last couple of days, you know what the next rule is, right? When target 3 gets hit, what do we do with the last remaining runner stop loss? We move it where? To target 1, so if a 120-point break even. So now there's our new stop loss for the last runner position. I'm going to move this over here out of the way so we continue on here. Okay, so now here's our stop loss. Okay, now I want to bring something to your attention here. Okay, see how this is 878.25? When price gets 200 points above that, then the stop loss gets moved up right there to target 3. But what happens? 878, all right, plus 200 is what? 078. We get as high here, the high, 068. So if this went 10 points higher, then our stop loss would have been moved up here, and then we would have been stopped out whenever price comes back down. Okay, in this case, it didn't go 200 points. It only went 190. So we're not moving our stop loss. So now the stop loss is staying here unless this price gets to be 200 points higher, which is would be right around here, right? 170, we said one, that was 160, was it 168? Yeah, 178. So 178 is right around up here. So if and when price gets up here, then our stop loss gets moved up, but it did not happen yet. So where are we at now? If we move along, now this is live. This is where we're at right now. So right now, that's the position. Right now, the Nasdaq's at 23,888 3/4. Our stop loss is at 728. So now we're just waiting. Okay, this is our 4th contract. Okay, and we just wait and see what happens. So a couple of things could happen. Number 1, price could come down and tag us out. Then this trade is closed. Okay, or we could get a reversal signal like we got here. See how this went long? We could get another breakout signal sometime in the future here that could be either long or short. We don't know. Whatever it is, then we're going to close out this last position. We close it out and then go in the direction of the breakout and do all this over again. So this is exciting because now moving forward, we'll see how this goes. Hasn't been much action today. As you can see, kind of went up and down a little bit, and that's it. So, this system's done very well. So, we'll see how it goes, right? I mean, there's no guarantee in anything, but with the probabilities in your favor, I feel very confident. I don't feel, I know this is a level of confidence with all the statistical analysis I did, the back testing, the Monte Carlo analysis, and you can look that up if you're not sure quite what that means. I did a lot of back testing, forward testing, stress testing, and now I'm going forward with everybody. And hopefully get some confidence in this and start trading with Apex Trader Funding and start making some money, pull some money out, okay? I know I talked about Apex Trader Funding a little bit. I just wanted to show you something here. If you go over to a Trust Pilot, you just look up for any business, right? Trust Pilot. I want to show you some. They have a rating here, Apex Trader Funding, a 4.5 stars. Okay, they're a very good company. Okay, very very highly rated. And I just want to, and they have, so how many reviews here they have? 14,800 reviews, almost 15,000 reviews. So that's a lot of reviews to be a 4.5 excellent rated company. And then I'm just going to wrap up here. I just want to finish and just kind of read this here too real quick. Okay. The reviewers overwhelmingly had a great experience with this company. Customers appreciate the platform and services provided by the business, highlighting the helpfulness and quick response of customer service team. That's been my experience. They are excellent. Many reviewers express satisfaction with the support they received, which is true. I can admit to that, particularly when resolving issues related to account access and the two-factor authentication, which, yeah, just what they do now, right, for more security. Consumers also find the platform user-friendly and appreciate the clear communication provided throughout the funding process. People value the structured and disciplined system, which they're rule-based. And if you follow their rules with my system, I'm telling you have a huge advantage over many people out on the internet to make money with them, because you're going to have a system that's been tested and has a huge edge, good probability of winning over losses. Okay, so they value the structured and disciplined system, which they believe helps traders grow into consistently profitable traders. That's what I want to help you become, as a consistently profitable trader. Consistently doesn't mean 100%. Consistently means you're winning more than you're losing, your winners are more than your losses, and you're making money. That's what a consistently profitable trader is. They manage their risk. Reviewers find the rules easy to follow, which they are. They appreciate the helpful articles available to both new and experienced users. The quick payout process is also a highlight for many, with some reporting approvals within the same day, funds received in the bank account within a few days. And that's exactly what I've experienced. It takes maybe a week to get paid once you submit your request, and that's it. I have a whole bunch of reviews here. Just one more kind of note here is, just so you know, this is no small time company. Okay, they've paid over $400 million to their traders since 2022. Okay, this is 2025. So in 3 years, they've paid over 400 million. So they're paying well over $100 million a year to their traders. Okay, so if you break that down, 100 million divided by 12, that's a lot of money, right? They're paying over, what's that? I mean, that's a lot of money every month they're paying out to their traders. Okay, so 400 million in 3 years. Okay, and actually in the last 90 days, the last 3 months, they paid out 60 million. Now, why is it so much? Because when they started out, nobody really knew about them, and they started out paying out 5, 6, 7, 8 million. But as more traders get involved, as this news spreads, it's just compounding like a snowball going down the hill, getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So the more recent numbers are way bigger than the earlier numbers, because they're growing. And that's why they paid out 60 million in the last 90 days. So Apex Trader Funding, you combine their money and their funding with this strategy, and I'm telling you, you spend an hour or two a day, and you can create yourself a nice little extra side income. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. Okay, and here's kind of what happens. Okay, you get a you get a funding certificate like this. Okay, this is an example. One of my funding certificates. This is from a $300,000 account. I passed the test, meaning I hit the profit target before I hit the stop, their threshold stop loss on a $300,000 account. So now you move into what they call, the first one is an evaluation account, and the second one is a performance account. So then when you get into a performance account, then what you can do is then you can start pulling money out like this. Okay. So once you get a performance account, then once you make a profit, in this case, I made a profit about 2,500 bucks. I sent in a request, and within 3-4 days, a handful of days, maybe a week or so, directly deposit in my bank account is $2,500. As simple as that. So, I mean, this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not get rich quick. Right? This takes time. It takes effort. It takes dedication. It takes patience. But if you're willing to put in a little bit of work, the rewards are definitely there. So I suggest head over to Apex Trader Funding. Use the discount code FUNDED1 to get the best deal you can on the accounts. Get anywhere from a $25,000 account all the way up to a $300,000 account. I prefer the 300 because you get a lot more leeway, a lot more leverage. I mean, a lot more threshold to give you some room in case you make some mistakes. I find that $300,000 accounts are way easier to pull money out of than the smaller ones. But that's up to you. You can try a couple different levels and see how you like it. Okay, I'm going to end there. I'm just really excited, between Apex Trader Funding and my strategy combined, and you just kind of stay in the loop here. It's going to get exciting. I think we're going to help making a lot of people a lot of money. And I mean, just think, what would an extra, $2,000-$3,000 a month, do for you? You don't need to make a huge amount, right? I mean, you could, but if you pull out $2,000-$3,000 a month, out of this, that could change a lot of people's lives. It really could change your life. So, anyway, hope all's well. Today's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday the 15th, and we will talk to you tomorrow. So, make it a great day. All right, take care. Bye bye.